How to learn faster. Three methods to learn faster anything, but remember method number 3 is advanced secret. You can't ignore it. If you are interested in self improvement video, you can check my channel. Let's start with method number 1, practice testing. Practice testing is low or no stakes testing by instructor to assess for proficiency. Practice testing in this scene is not high stakes, summative, and assessment such a final examination or state assessment. It's a formative evaluation to discover what kids know and don't know. Practice testing plays a significant part in the teaching since it's a fact method for instructors to find out who understands what. The second advantage of practice testing is that it shows to the student what she or he does and doesn't know. This makes the modifying the learning plans straightforward and efficient. So the student can spend more time studying what she or he doesn't know instead of obsessing on what he already does know. In the research, individuals retain the knowledge 80% with practice testing as opposed to 36% with examining the content. That's a huge gain in effectiveness, and it what places practice testing at the top of the ways of learning stack. There are two reasons practice testing appear to be an extremely successful learning technique: direct effect and meditated impact. Direct impact implies the act of taking a test or quiz alters how the brain pays attention and remembers information. Most individuals strive a lot more to retrieve material during a test, giving a formative or 1 minute to evaluate for comprehension. Mediators are what link stimuli and targets. In the instance of a practice exam, the cue can be practice test question and the goal response. Practice testing appears to strengthen these mediators by helping the brain arrange information better. So, if you have to pick just one technique of learning, give practice testing a try. You may cover up the answer key and attempt it alone, or you can invite a buddy to quiz you on the topic so you know what you do and don't know. This way, you may concentrate on what you don't know while you continue to practice test your way to actual mastery of the content. Method number 2, distributed practice. You know how you arrange your study time counts. In the research, some participants participated in 6 study sessions back to back. Others had a day between each session, while the last group had a month between each session. The group that benched the 6 sessions remembered more knowledge early, after session 2 and the 3 after session 2 and 3. However, the groups that took some time off eventually retained more knowledge after the 6th session. So, if you want to actually learn anything and keep it long-term memory, allow yourself some time to assimilate the knowledge between each study session. And other research revealed that individuals retained 47% of knowledge with spaced study versus 37% with bulk study. Schedule your study periods appropriately. Give yourself at least 24 hours between study sessions. Your immediate recollection could decrease, but note that ultimately you will wind up remembering considerably more than if you adopt one and done strategy. Method number 3, which is best self-explanation. Guys, self-explanation is when the learner is encouraged to explain the idea behind anything while they are learning. The theory is that discussing how something works helps them transfer that concept to future challenges. In the research, individuals were separated into three groups. One group got a quick explanation of challenging difficulties before attempting to answer practice questions. Another group was urged to describe their issue solutions while they answered the questions. And the last group completed all questions and then explained their work after the fact. The two groups who were urged to explain their work outperformed the group that did not were asked to take a transfer exam that required the understanding of a comparable premise. The difficulty with self-explanation that is not always a relevant strategy. Its usefulness depends on what you are attempting to learn. However, when describing your work makes sense, research suggests that it is assists you transfer those abilities to future relevant challenges. So that's all. These are some of the proven ways you may employ to simplify your life. But don't merely watch this video and go about your business. Write up the 3 projects that you can start this week. Let me know what you're intending to try. I would love to hear about it. And what are your favorite rules for living a more simple life? Tell me in comments board. Stay motivated, never give up.